Buddy John Haddock here for Think About Comics, joined by
Boy, we in there.
Hey. Today we're going to be talking about Gwenom versus Carnage, Part 1 of the tie-in. What'd you think, man?
Man, look. I'm not, into that Spider-Verse yet. You know what I'm saying? But this was definitely a great issue to showcase her powers, her symbiote, and the reaction toward, or the non-reaction to Knull, and her understanding that she has great power, but she has now become a beacon to Knull because of how good she is.
Yeah, I mean, I've read some of her books prior, and I always, the art was sometimes different. I like her costume. Yeah. I like the idea of making this a character. I just think it hasn't been executed as good as it could have been in a lot of issues. I think this is one of the best Gwen Stacy Ghost Spider stories I've ever read.
Oh, wow.
I liked how they showcased her in the beginning. Like, she's not super powerful, but she gets the job done.
Yes.
And everyone's struggling against these symbiotes.
Yes.
So it's not just her having a hard time or anything like that. Like, I didn't read it like, oh, she's a second-rate Spider-Man person. Everybody's struggling. Iron Man gets worked on. Everybody's getting their ass whooped by Knull.
Yeah.
So she struggles against them, and she's like, you know what? I've had enough. She tries to go back to her dimension.
Yeah.
Turns out she's bonded with the Mary Jane from that dimension. Brings the Mary Jane back over. Now we have Mary Jane with Carnage.
But here's the deal that got me. It's the fact that, in the beginning of the book, you start to see that, she's really trying to not just say what's going on, but she's name dropping. She's, hey, Spider-Man and everything. I'm working through this because this isn't my dimension, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, it's like, all right, I'm having problems. Let me go curb myself. Let me go regroup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then come back. And now we got a new character in there, in our now dimension, or in this Earth, and it's like, all right, what are they going to do, or how is this going to perpetuate the storyline? Is this going to be an added piece to making this a final product of how Knull gets destroyed? Or is just this the one shot,
Well, there's another issue coming out of this. I think it's part 1 of 2. Could be more. I don't know. But I would definitely like to see them keep how the writing is and the artist. I thought the art in this book was incredible.
Yeah.
I definitely like the action. Carnage is pretty cool. Carnage has always been one of those characters that if he's done right, it works. But you can easily mess him up and do some bad things with him. I think the Mary Jane aspect is really, really cool. Her as Carnage. Yeah. I really want to see what the fight actually is in the next issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely like to see this team take over Ghost Spider and reintroduce her as a character and keep that series going.
Okay.
But I do like how she's still adapting to the new dimension.
Yeah.
I took the book as I read it that she wasn't, I can't get anything done without Peter or Miles.
Yeah.
I felt like, I'm just going to piggyback off them. I just need to work with them, and then I can figure it out and do it on my own. She didn't want the whole backup, and I think the book maintained her being a strong character.
Okay. I need to see another issue, and fill her out a little bit more. But I do get that teenage sense from her. You know what I'm saying? And due to it was in the school, I'm just feeling we're still growing in this, and I guess it's gonna be what this book. If it continues on in this direction, this is what it's about.
I mean, this was my first tie-in for the King in Black series that I've read, and I've really enjoyed it. I thought this was a good one. I picked this one up in the Planet Symbiote book.
Okay.
So I'll see how that is. But overall, this was a great book.
Yeah.
If you've been reading this, check it out. I mean, this is nothing like the Gwen Stacy Spider-Girl stuff that you've read in the past, or the Ghost Spider book that came out a while back. I haven't really followed them. The last one I read, she was in a band. And the art was kind of rough. Story didn't really go that well. But this was really awesome. I really enjoyed this. There's some really cool covers out there. Issue 2 is going to be right around the corner. Definitely picking them up.
Yeah, I'm all in.
But hey, guys, give us a like. Hit us up with that subscribe. Let us know what you think of the Comic Ascension. Me and him love getting back to you. We try to have those conversations in the comments. But as always, guys, thanks for checking us out.
Peace.